Hello, everyone, and welcome back to round one, back nine action of our MPO feature card here in Emporia, Kansas for the Dynamic Discs Open. Stop 8 of 15 on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. BigBarri commentary. He's the Yules on the Jerm. And we got Matty O out here slaying.
Someday I want to be big Yules.
Yeah, you're gonna have to eat a lot to get there, buddy.
I'm short Yules.
You're just
Anyways,
Yules, man.
you know who we got going?
We got a lot going on. There's like very few gray. Birdies and bogeys are pretty much
4 under is a good score.
Yeah.
I think coming out minimum 3. That's something you're feeling good going into the back 9.
Jeez, look how many people shot 5 under on the front 9.
I was mentioning that on our last recap.
Jeez Louise, everyone.
It was crazy.
Hole 10's a brand new hole. Par 4, 585 feet. Big hyzer off the tee. You want to get somewhere near that tree line, setting yourself up for about 270 up to the pin. Anything short of that tree line is going to be in that 300-foot range. It's a kind of a demanding tee shot. If you don't get into the right spot, this can be a pretty tricky par 4. Matty O connecting on a tree.
So doable from there, though. Low ceiling, his
It's
kind of
possible.
bread and butter, yeah.
I like the idea of this play, but Gannon has overturned this way too much, and that's going to cut roll back into the wood line. The forehand flex there is opens up that initial gap, but got to get the stability right. And Chris just does not get the turn, basically playing old 10's tight fairway, and that's going to stay in the right side wood line. Ricky also liking the forehand turnover play, but doesn't quite.
Very surprised nobody's
Yeah.
just going straight hyzer to the left. It opens up a nice sidearm into the green.
Matty O tried it, just pulled his drive a little bit too wide.
Yeah, but because he tried it, he's actually going to have a shot into the green.
Yes.
It didn't pull him to this wood line where then you have to get tricky. Oh, no.
And that's
a no.
racing OB. And
Rick's
Ricky,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't want no part of that.
And this would potentially be his first par of the round. Matty O, this is a little wide, but he gets away with it. Does it scoot and race? It's going to be a long putt. I don't think anyone's played this hole the way that they probably practiced.
Here's that stable disc.
I'm guessing it's a slammer.
Stable, yeah, overstable putter.
Yeah, but just thinking back to his approach on one where it just landed vertically.
Yeah.
Very rarely see a putt approach land vertical.
Can Matty O keep the magic going here?
Yeah, his putter hasn't hit the ground much. This one's going to hit the ground. What?
Stop it.
I mean, he was 100 feet away.
I didn't know.
Yeah, you thought it was in?
No, I just didn't know if it was going to do a big swing or something. Jeez, you're ruining my life.
Oh.
Matty O with a tap in. I can go ahead and call this one.
Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it.
I like this next hole. Let me take this one.
Okay, you got it. Yeah.
Oh, see, you don't know.
He
That was going. It did swing though.
Matty O, when his head goes sideways, he knows he missed this line.
That's really.
Yeah. Emerson Keith, now he is at 8 under, tied with Sullivan. Wow.
All right, this is a new hole as well. So, par 3, 395, playing 7,000.
Yeah, no doubt.
I have not seen anybody get in the circle. I'm sure we'll see this. Well, I guess bullseye, which on a hole like this you would expect. You have to take it from left to right, drift it underneath the branches, or hyzer flip on the right side. I mean, it just plays at an awkward distance.
I think you can finally tell how uphill a hole is as Gannon gets a little slip there.
I'm so glad they're doing this because then it makes my breakdown.
Yeah.
Like, this is a hard hole, but sitting on the tee, it's right.
It's
it
right
doesn't
there in
look. It
front of you.
doesn't look that
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, speak for yourself, because I thought it looked hard when I stepped up and saw how uphill it was.
This
Yeah,
is
this
what
is
I was
so good.
expecting. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
The first person I've seen go deep, without a doubt.
If he had just picked off the ace, I mean, in that moment, that would have been beautiful.
Yeah. My job would have been up for grabs, which it still is. Somebody can come snag it from me if you're good enough, which you're not. So stay at home and listen to me. No, I'm just kidding. It's early. It's early. The thoughts are flowing.
No, that was amazing. I love that. Matty-O. Matty-O with a good approach. Chris with a good approach. But that's what this whole baits people into doing. I mean, it really just puts you in this position where you've got to get these long approaches.
If Gannon makes it and Ricky, we can do the... Oh, that's not in there.
Okay.
No nose down, see?
It's hard to get a nose down from 93 feet. But Ricky, deep circled two.
Even Chris got the lane with it.
Yeah, Chris was pulling for it. I'm sure he'd like to see the birdie here. 2.75 average, and that's just because it's not... There is an OB line on the right side, and if you are going that forehand play up the middle, you can find that OB.
Was there a lot of OB fours here?
No, there weren't. There's only like 6 bogeys on the hole. But that's because it's just right there, but you can't quite get it.
Kind of a bonus birdie, though.
It feels good.
Really is.
It feels really good to get that birdie. I actually got pin high with the sidearm, and I found out that there was OB on the right side, and it surprised me because I did not see it in practice.
Okay. Did you birdie?
Oh, I just got into the circle. I didn't say anything about the birdie.
Okay.
Hole 12 is another new par 3. 404 feet, OB left sidewalk. Again, there is OB on the right side. There is a low ceiling for the right-hand backhand play. And again, this is kind of similar to hole 4 in that it's a wide open forehand if you've got that distance. Matty-O, no surprise, playing the low ceiling. This is going to be obstructed, I think.
Is it?
I don't think
it's...
I think if he straddles to his right, he's going to be fine.
Okay.
But if he was like 3 feet shorter, I think he would have been completely stymied.
You don't think he's got a wide open...
I was on the right side, and that tree is very wide.
Okay.
It's very tough to get around it.
I'm going to take the other. I think he does a normal stance.
Okay.
Oh, please. Does he normally do straddle, though? No.
No,
he's got that traditional.
But he can.
Look at this power.
I like this play. If you've got it, the all-wide hyzer.
Oh, yes. That is so good.
Bullseye.
Such a weapon.
Yeah.
Especially on this course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the bonus birdies are kind of the sidearms, aside from the last hole.
Yeah. I mean, but the last hole is it can be forehanded.
Yes. But it's more of a flex. It's not like the power.
I agree.
The power hyzer.
I agree. Chris going all hyzer, throwing that one beautifully.
All right, Matty.
Well, we're going to have Gannon first. And he is going to have an open look, but maybe some high ceiling issues or low ceiling issues. Not with that speed.
Did you watch this?
No.
On the live?
Did not watch this.
Yeah. We'll see. If
I was playing Tears of the Kingdom. My Zelda fans know. If I'm off the course, I am consumed with my time.
Yeah, that's as wide of a straddle as you can get, Matty. Not even close.
That was a Matty-O split.
That's hilarious. Very wide tree there.
A good angle of it too, right there. You can really see if you're anywhere close to it, it's going to affect that putt. It's the widest straddle I've ever seen.
Oh, I thought he picked up the driver, Ricky's driver, and I'm like, what is he doing? What is going on right now?
You know what's Matty-O and Greg Barsby were U.S. doubles partners in like the 2010 era, back when we used to have U.S. doubles right before the USDGC, and they won, but on the very last hole, they tapped out from the wrong lie on hole 18 at USDGC, but they had a big enough lead that it didn't affect their win.
Trilogy Challenge is back, y'all. You get 3 discs.
The Retro Orbit Pure.
Tournament Ice Orbit Warship. Fusion Ice Orbit Vandal. Are you ready to hit the course with these 3 discs?
Go check out trilogychallenge.com.
Hole 13, they kept this one. Do not pay any attention to 397. Jomez Graphics is going with what UDISC has given them. This hole is every bit of 465, and it's uphill the whole way.
It might be the 397 to clear.
Yeah, but it's every bit of 490 to the pin as far as how much power you have to put into it.
They did bring back the clearance.
Yes, they did.
So that's definitely something to mention.
It entices the play up the middle more. Last year, we were seeing a lot of big Anheuser safe shots. But this year, I think we're going to see people getting more attacking.
Is this going to flip? No.
It's flipping to flat, but it's going to be drifting left. And that's the distance you need. Just out there in mid C2 territory. Second hardest hole in the course, 3.25 average.
I was watching some old footage recently of Ron Russell and the way he used to throw. Reminds me a lot of Ricky. So just kind of a little throwback to...
Another world champion.
Yeah. Oh.
Coming up short. That's going to be a re-tee for Chris, I'd imagine. For those of you who don't know Ron Russell, PDJ number 9999. He won the World Championships in 1999, ending Ken Clemons' 9-time World Championship streak. Did that in Rochester.
Rochester, the 9th state. Ever?
Rochester's not a state, first off. But New York was one of the early states. I don't know if it was the 9th state. Worth looking into. This will be a double bogey for Chris, and that's how this hole seems to play. If you do not get in bounds going up the middle,
After this putt, I think it's time to introduce...
yes.
Beautiful putt there. And watch out, Slenderman's coming. All of a sudden...
Slenderman.
He's coming.
Look at that.
He's made some putts in a row, and that gets him to... 7 under.
Yeah.
I think this is time to introduce your double dodo.
Oh, yeah. For anyone that didn't watch the practice round... I just felt like we had all these birdie terms in our sport. Birdie, albatross, eagle. Matty O is going to be taking a parakeet. And yeah, I think instead of bogey, which isn't a bird, we called a dodo. And we've got Chris Clemons tapping in the double dodo.
My only pushback is I feel like birdies are good. And bogeys they shouldn't be a birdie because they're like, but it's not good.
But it's an extinct bird. It's like, it's not great.
Yeah,
the dodo just didn't make the cut. It just didn't but evolution.
I get them all. They are real and they are here every round.
They're annoying. Is what
Double
they are. That's why we took clubs and beat him over the head and got him out of here.
Is that what we did?
I think we probably caused their extinction. I don't know the exact story. Anyways, couple of 7 unders. I'm surprised to see Ricky not even at the point where he was 7 holes in, 7 under par, and he's still not back there. Hole 14, it is the easiest hole in the course, 975 feet. This is a hole you really feel like you must birdie. It does have some eagle potential though. Big tee shot could put yourself in a position to attack this into.
Oh, pulled it. You know what though? He pulled it. He's still probably going to get a birdie.
Yeah, it's going to be a really big shot to get back into the position he wants to be in. But yeah, I think birdie's still on the table.
Massive.
Wow. Oh, and a little bit of slide as well.
He could if he wants. I don't know if he has a sidearm distance from there, but he might.
That angle is so awkward to get that much distance off the tee. Early tree left, late tree right, low ceiling, and Ricky just doesn't care. He powers up, huge drive through that. Matty O with a big drive as well. Just doesn't look far in comparison to Ricky, who just obliterated that. That's more the traditional just get one out in the open and then go big on your second shot play. Little overcooked for Gannon. Now birdie's going to be
Donzo,
yeah. Don't think that it's impossible, but he's more than likely not getting a birdie.
I only say that because I hit the first tree on the left, and
Mm-hmm.
I ended up getting up and down for birdie. So I know it's possible.
It's
and
possible.
He's kind of in a better zone than I was
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah.
On the disc golf course. Here we go. Heiser. Yeah, I mean, just easy. Get to the bottom of the hill. 230 to 260 in at most.
No, not even that much, I don't think. When you get near the wall, Ricky's going left. Is this?
I think that's got it. Yeah.
Oh, my God. He is long.
What
Now
a
look at this thing rolling.
horrible roll. It kind of stayed the same distance the whole way, but if it cuts at all,
That could have rolled to the right.
Yeah.
That could have rolled to the right and been a friendly roll.
Oh, what is this? Is he going to try to get a bogey somehow? No.
No.
Oh, easy par.
The only thing that comes tricky here is this last approach here that Matteo is going to have is nearly completely blind. He can see the top piece of that flag stick, and it is such a trust your distance and get over that hill. And Matteo's done it perfectly. You can be baited into throwing it 30 feet short on this hole very quickly.
Seen that a lot.
Trying to make it from range. Gannon will take the par, but this putt for Ricky and the Eagle. And the rollback too, just a little slap in the face. That would have been horrible, but it stays in. 6 eagles on the day.
Really?
Yeah, 6 eagles on the day. Pretty impressive.
Let's hear him.
Well, we're going to give Kevin Jones a shout out. Gavin Babcock, who all of his friends now call him Bobby because of you. Because you called him Bobcat one time, and now everyone just calls him Bobby. So we're going to call him Bobby now. Zachary Nash, Thomas Gilbert, AJ Carey, and Jake Wolf.
The usual suspects, except for Bobby. Don't usually be calling his name out for the Eagle.
Yeah, he made a long one there.
Really? How far?
Like C2, deep C2,
That's good.
or maybe C3, but it was like 70-something feet, I think.
I can visualize his little fist bump right now.
Yeah. I practiced with him, and he's got some good things going on right now.
Good.
Watch out for Bobby.
15 par 3, 439, playing about 400, swinging from right to left. Heiser the whole way, just missed 2 trees and you're home free. If you do, I have seen people kind of pull it or
inside.
early release it. I mean, that's a mistake you got to not do. But if you pull it, you can be out of bounds to the right. But this is in the calm, one of the easier holes if you can trust your disc out over the OB.
Wow. This is shocking to me, actually, that this hole is easier than hole, what is it, 6? The little par 3?
Oh, yeah. But did
This
you
one
hear my
averages lower.
Did you hear my breakdown?
Yeah, but I'm still surprised by the fact that this could be somehow easier, being that it's 100 feet longer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it gets windy, this is going to be way harder than the other one.
But this is the second easiest hole in the course. 2.53 average for a 440-foot hole.
I mean, we just throw little highsies, and these guys are absolutely botching the hole, but see it. Yeah, this is the worst I've ever seen a card play it. Even when it was like crazy windy.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody, yeah.
Maybe no birdies on this one. Maybe. You do see on this one, when it gets really windy, a lot of 4s because people will run the putt and they like to squiggle down that hill.
I just am thinking right now how
like this one. Oh,
how
no, that one digs.
important or how integral that approach, that second shot on hole 8 was for Ricky when he just threw it out of bounds, because he had that look in his eye. He was like a stormtrooper. He was just going to birdie every single hole, no question in my mind. And Gannon does get the birdie. Ever since he threw OB on that shot, it's just been like a slower, more tentative Ricky. He just kind of looks like a normal disc golfer right now. There was nothing normal about his 7-7 start.
Yeah.
And that one shot seemed to kind of like set him back.
Derail him a little bit. I mean, that happens. That's golf right there. Everything's going perfect, and then all of a sudden a freaking dodo pops up out of nowhere. Ruins your round. But don't look now. Slender Man caught the card. He's 8 under.
Whoever thought of Slim Reaper for Kevin Durant stole the perfect nickname from Gannon Buhr. I'm just saying. He already had the Durantula. Why did you have to come up with Slim Reaper?
Slim Reaper, wow. Kevin Jones 11 under through 15 holes.
Yeesh.
That's a naughty score.
Yeesh. Hole 16, the beautiful, the famous, the iconic island hole. I think this goes on my Dream 18. It's a fun island shot.
Yeah, it's you know what I love about this? On a traditional golf course, this is a standalone disc golf hole.
That's cool. Gannon, this is wide, but it's starting to swing in time. Yes.
You don't like Slender Man for him? I mean,
I do. Sure.
He's like kind of like slanky and scary.
Schlanky. There was a C and H in there. I like that.
Ricky's got to go.
That's gonna
Gotta go.
get. Nope. That OB line is actually painted up the hill. It's not.
Yep.
It's kind of brutal because you can see players actually stay on grass in front of the basket and be out of bounds.
Okay, scary little 25-footer.
That you'll take every time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Getting on that island feels so rewarding. Chris is so smooth with it.
He really is.
Oh, I love his forehand.
That is a...
That's a layup.
No. Yeah?
I don't know. It's just a time of day, the wind situation. Are you serious? Again?
He loves this whole... Well, the drop zone. He loves the drop zone.
Again?
That was so center, too.
Oh, my gosh.
What a beaut.
He must have just went there and putted immediately because our camera guys
Why
didn't.
isn't he running like before? Giving the high fives. I guess he'll save that for the final round.
Yeah, and there was also a lot more behind the last time he made that putt. That was sick.
All right, Chris.
That's a scary putt to run because if you hit the basket, you can go be quick.
Oh, Gannon's back there too.
One of the few C2 putts you're going to see run on this green from anyone. And Chris is going. Yeah. I mean, hitting front left cage, still managing to go B. And that's why people lay up. But Matty O, wow. That was a very confident delivery. He gets the 9 under. Clemons has not repeated a score on these last 9 holes, just bouncing all over the course right now. Great birdie from Adio.
Having himself around.
Yeah, for sure.
Him and Gannon
Sullivan
and Wysocki all
Tipton now at 11?
All of them kind of
Wow.
shredded.
And Calvin Heimberg, we haven't really mentioned his name yet. He is at 10 under.
Calvin's always going to be at 10 under. Don't ever. There's no need to mention it.
Yeah, for sure.
No, there is. Great rounds from all those guys. Perfect conditions, like we said.
Yeah, double digits is a great score out here.
I think we may, if it stays calm like this, we'll see in the teens throughout the weekend, maybe even today.
Matteo low, driven, staying on that right side. It's OB.
Bummer.
Oh my gosh, that is so brutal. That's such a good drive. Like 2 feet left, and that's just perfect. It's
This
low.
is perfect.
Yeah, fast enough to get over the hill.
Oh, get sticked.
Oh my gosh, it caused 3 inches. This is a very Ricky Wysocki-esque turnover. Oh my gosh. I mean, that was heading to a really good spot. I think he's in attackable range, perhaps. Depends on how aggressive he wants to get.
Well,
Chris deciding to hit the same tree.
Well, after what Macbeth did.
Oh.
I just don't ever think of a spot where they can't.
Yeah.
You know.
It's just one of those things where if you didn't already have okay, that is in bounds. If you didn't have a reason to come to Emporia and see how the community gets behind disc golf, you now have a reason to come directly here and then come to Country Club and go to 17 and go to that very first tree and just stand where Paul was as Chris just does a beautiful lace hyzer. And to just think, I'm going to go to the pin from here. You have to see it in person to truly believe how incredible that shot was. And you also have to put a world title on the line when you stand there. That's the other thing.
Yeah, having that practice round with the Goose and him, you know, hearing what he thought when he went for it even, he was just like,
Thank
wow,
God.
thank you.
Yeah, you're giving me a world title here. Wait a second.
There's a nice save if he can make that putt.
Matty O playing a clean round.
Mm-hmm. He's a good putter.
He's a really good putter, turns out. So much trust in the height. When you have that much nose down, you really have to pick that spot and pop it and just know that it's going to do its thing. And it's just, I mean, it's his putt, so it's obviously routine for him now with all the practice he puts in. But it's so counterintuitive to the way that I play that it really impresses me.
Well, I think with a nose down putt, you need to have pace.
Yeah, totally.
Because then you can aim high. It makes the
If
basket
don't, you're
so
going to be
big.
the lock breaker 2.0.
Yeah.
Nate Sexton being the first lock breaker, not because of speed, but because of the number of layups. It was the legend was one time he broke 19 locks in one round. He laid up so hard on a hole that it broke the lock, the disc rolled away, they replaced the lock, and he laid up again and broke the next one.
Nate Sexton's keys to winning.
Hole 18, a new tee pad, but essentially the same vibes here. Par 4, 709 feet. Tee shot requires a good amount of distance. I think it might be a little bit longer.
It is.
It's a little bit longer?
Yeah.
But
I think that could have been a book. Nate Sexton, keys to winning. It sounds like a perfect
I'd
Nate
read it.
Sexton book.
I'd read it for sure. Gannon, hyzer tee shot that's going left. That'll put him in a good spot. I think nearing the 330 range to the pin.
I think on this hole, you either want to go as far as you can to that backside OB if you got the distance, or you want to be as left and in bounds is great. Like left, short is a chance. But if you get into the middle ground, you have absolutely nothing.
Yeah, if you're too far right, you can definitely find yourself blocked by those trees that you see hanging over the water's edge. Mm-hmm. Matty-O,
That's far enough, I think.
That's a good spot. I think that's also in that 320 to 330 range.
Ricky.
This is playing with that right side. I think he's going to start hyzering in time. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know what he's going to have.
Yeah, me neither. I think he's going to be
Low ceiling.
Yeah, he's going to all hyzer.
Wow.
Is this intentional off the tee?
Possibly. Why not?
Oh, wow. Give me some of that, Ricky. Is that bullseye? Is that as close as I think it is? Yeah, he is parked. Wow. What an approach.
Back to
Great
8
game
under.
plan. Mm-hmm.
Or I guess he never was.
At some point, he had to get to 8 under. No, wait, hold on
I
a
don't
second.
think he ever got to 8.
No, he got to 7 and started going in reverse. You're right. Yeah, it's the first time.
Yep.
Chris with a good approach. And Matty-O with this low ceiling.
Oh, stop it.
Just get you over the
Just
circles.
stop it. That is such a hard shot from there.
It's just such a Matty-O shot.
This is what makes this hole kind of a gimme if you get it far enough. These guys can just go
spike it.
Yep.
Is
Is that
that-
what you do as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you come in with that wide driver, even though that hillside slopes from left to right, it's going downhill with a great amount of pace, and that angle is just really digging into the ground for you.
that sought after 10 undy.
Oh, I don't know how that got over the rim, but it did. What a round. Matty O, bogey free.
Double digits.
A little sigh of relief there, too. I know he was sweating that putt just a bit. Got that one in. And Chris, that would have been the sickest star frame as Gannon is coming up to a short one and Ricky is just parked for the birdie as well. Don't think we've ever seen a star frame on hole 18 here before.
10 undy. Couple 10 unders, 1 8 and a 3. Feature card did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, that's good shooting for sure. Chris, if he gets things cleaned up a bit, again, just did not have any consistency at all in that round. But obviously, he's got the goods to do that.
Yeah, back 9-3 birdies there. I mean, just to get under par with that many bogey strokes is commendable. Calvin Heimberg comes in with that 11. A lot of people got to the 11 mark and then kind of came back down to earth, but we have 62 10 unders. Yeah,
I mean, we've got Alden Harris on third card with a 10 under. Yeah, so good shooting out there. Calvin Heimberg leading the way with an 11 under. Surprise, surprise, the tour leader is going to be in first place after the first round. Emerson Keith, another great round on the golf course, and we're going to have an introduction of Parker Welk, who has been playing incredible disc golf this season, and you're going to get to see him firsthand tomorrow for round 2 action of the DDO here in Emporia, Kansas.
Yeah, one thing that was interesting there is 8 under was 21st place.
Welcome to the tour. We'll see you guys tomorrow.